Hello, I'm Dave,
I'm Kristen.
and this is Accidental Nonsense. I'm downstairs in the basement.
No, you're not.
I know. We had to restart. I don't know what episode this is. So
That's okay. We got exciting stuff to talk about.
do we?
I thought we did.
No, we do. But I wanted to ask first, are you a fan of sneezing?
I'm a fan. Yeah, unless it's like you're in a place where it wouldn't be good to sneeze. You ever
What
have
does that
those
mean?
situations where you're just somewhere and like you don't want to make a loud noise, so you're trying to like put your finger up on your nose and stifle it?
Like you want to just like let it rip in like a theater where a play's going on.
I mean, no, I would sneeze then. I don't know.
Like you'd like, do you hold it in though?
Certain situations, no, I sneeze because it feels good to sneeze.
I thought it was bad if you like held it in.
That's what they said
Who said?
when we were kids.
Oh, here we go. No, I want to. I'm
I don't know.
searching it right now.
When we were kids, I remember them talking about how like your eyeballs would pop out.
All right. So, is it safe to hold in a sneeze? Here we go. Because I enjoy it. I mean, I think if you're going to sneeze, you have to just like let it just let it all out. All right. It says your sneezes build up air pressure in the lungs. As you prepare to sneeze, that air has to go somewhere, and it's usually out the ears. Although quite rare, some severe risk of holding in a sneeze include damage to the blood vessels, ruptured eardrums, hearing loss, or vertigo.
So don't hold in your sneezes.
No matter what the situation is, you need to let your sneezes out just in case.
Wow.
Sorry, I'm like click.
I've never like you know how some people like they're literally about to sneeze and they go and they like
They grab their
it.
nose.
I've never done that. I've only done the thing where you feel it coming on, and then sometimes if you put like your finger there to block your nostrils or something,
It stops.
that will like make it go away.
Why is that? Do we know why that is?
No.
Should we search that? Let's search that.
I'm assuming it's because whatever like dust particles or something, you're not like, I don't know. It's not like.
Okay, it says because the maxillary nerve also goes into your upper lip. When we talked to Dr. Whoever, we suggested that stimulating your nerve like this might interrupt the sneeze response. Essentially, it distracts the brain.
Oh, so is it mainly touching your upper lip?
Yeah, maybe that's it. Like, touch your upper lip?
Not necessarily blocking your nostrils. I always think I have to block my nostrils.
Yeah, I'm always like, I don't know. But, I don't know. Well, there you have it, folks. All right, we're going to talk about I want to talk about like the most dangerous or like creepy islands out there.
Yeah. So should we visit one?
Okay.
Are there any close by?
Yeah. Well, actually, I think this one. All right. So the first one I was looking at, I wanted to talk about was this place called Spider Island. There's apparently just spiders everywhere.
I won't be going there.
It says it's in Wisconsin.
I won't be going there.
It's an uninhabited island. It's made up of
no wonder.
Like just
who would want to inhabit there?
Tons of spiders. Like tons. I'll show you a photo. I'm gonna pull up a photo so you can look at it. So you gotta just see. Like it just looks Spider Island. Yeah, here we go. All right. So if you're listening and you're not watching, oh look, I can mark a clip now. They added some stuff on here. Presentation. Sorry, hold up. Let me get this up. All right. So there's Spider Island right there. You see that?
Would you ever go there?
Would I go to Spider Island?
Mm-hmm. Can people go there?
I probably wouldn't go to Spider Island. I'm assuming people can go in there. It's like, I think it says it's off the coast of like Wisconsin, but like,
ooh,
there's just all these spiders. Are you seeing this?
Yeah, that's a lot.
So it's just like a
like that.
Yeah, well, that's the thing we don't know. Here, let me look up again. Here, we'll do visiting Spider Island. Would I go there? No, I don't think I would go there. I mean, how about you? When we go through these like most dangerous islands, you got to choose one to live at. All right, you got to pick one that you'd want to.
What's the next
go to? Well, hold up. Oh shoot, that's loud. Hold up. I want to see. Can you see this video?
This is what's happening.
Yeah, we see it.
This lady went to. Oh,
Oh,
they're not even
there's
going to show it. They're not
bitten.
even going to show Spider Island.
Oh,
So
she's just talking about it throughout her
yeah,
day.
she was just talking about how
All right,
she went.
so
All right,
we
I'll
don't
stop that.
have. Anyways,
All
I
right.
would assume you wouldn't like going, but I don't know.
No, I don't think I would choose to pick that one. I'd probably go anywhere else besides that one.
So,
All right. All right. Top 7 most dangerous islands. All right. This one's called Bikini Island, Marshall Island. Can rightly claim the high title of one of the most dangerous islands on the globe. Here's the 2 reasons for this. First, there's a record concentration of sharks, many of which are large enough to pose a danger to people. Second, there is a high level of radiation, and all because for 12 years, from the 46 to the late 50s, atomic bombs were tested here. So,
no. Where
yeah,
is that?
so Bikini Island in the Marshall Islands area, I guess, western part of the Pacific Ocean. So yeah, you don't want to go to you don't want to go there because I'm guessing just because of the radiation, and also there's sharks that have been exposed to radiation, so they're like kind of
No,
like
mutant
extra.
sharks.
What's
There's
that?
like some mutant sharks.
Yeah, there's like X sharks.
So if they, yeah, wow.
Yeah, they probably are like all like weirded out. All right, next one, Ramri Island in Myanmar.
Okay.
So this one's dangerous because crocodiles,
There's just a lot of crocodiles.
tons of crocodiles.
Okay.
It's a island lives a colossal population of very dangerous, ferocious, combed crocodiles.
Do people live there?
No, I don't think so. Oh, here it is. To show how dangerous they are to people, they usually recall one case during the Second World War. In 1945, as a result of successful offensive, British troops were able to push about a regiment of Japanese into the swampy part of the island. Those realizing where they had gone tried to escape from the island, but no more than 100 samurai managed to do so. The rest remained forever on Ramri in crocodile stomachs.
Oh, so they killed them like that?
Well, I don't know. I don't think they knew. Maybe they didn't know.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Okay.
the one island is just radiation. The other one's crocodiles. One
And then
spiders. Yeah. And then this one's Sabah Island in the Caribbean Sea. All right, let me read here why. Shows the two faces, partial shrubs among cacti and weathered rocks that threaten to turn to dust. The bone-piercing wind that created this madness with the tropical paradise. They say there was a pirate parking lot here. I don't know why is this dangerous. It doesn't say why this is dangerous.
You want to hear of a creepy island?
Yeah, tell me a creepy island.
So we don't fact check, so who knows? But apparently in Mexico, there's the island of dolls where people have just hung up like dolls, and there's these like dirty, because they've been outside, dolls hung up
Right.
everywhere all over the island.
It's just dolls.
Yeah, and it just looks like a horror film, like creepy. Yeah, just all these dolls strung up. If
Why
you
would you
look
want
it
to go to
up,
that island?
I can show you a picture of it.
Yeah, I got you.
So Bidroom states that the legend says that a young girl died on the coast of the island, and as a tribute to the girl, the caretaker of the island hung a doll on a tree. Over the years, more and more dolls were hung all over the island to leave it looking like it does today. So it's kind of like when someone sticks gum on a tree, and then everybody starts sticking gum on the tree.
Yeah, people were just sticking dolls.
Yeah, and then they just stuck dolls up everywhere. Ooh, that one's creepy.
I mean, I guess that's better than like actual like babies.
Yeah, that's one step up.
Well, it would be one step down
Well,
because you
the
wouldn't want
dolls is one step up.
actual babies.
No, of course not.
That'd be terrifying. What if that, man? What if you showed up to an island like randomly shipwrecked and you just saw like
And you weren't expecting that? Yeah, that'd be
yeah,
weird.
whether it was dolls or real babies or not, like it's still terrifying. Fake babies is still terrifying.
Yeah.
Why is that?
I
Like
think
little like baby dolls
are
like that.
weird.
Why is
Well,
that
you know
scary
what
though?
happened in The Servant? I
Oh
don't
yeah,
know.
yeah.
messing with any weird baby dolls. And when they get old and dirty, like they just look creepier.
Like, look at that one. If you're listening, it's just like a baby's head chopped
Baby
off.
head sticking
It's
somewhere. The eyes look all dark.
yeah, not a baby, not a real baby's head. It's a
Baby
fake
doll.
baby doll head. Yeah, yeah. So that's kind of like creepy. So add
Yeah.
that to the list. Add that to the list. So you got Spider Island, basically, Croc Island. You got
Baby head.
Radiation Shark Island. You got Doll Island. But I feel like that's just more of like a mental, like terrifying thing rather than an actual, like physically gonna be scary
Not,
type of
you're
thing.
not gonna, unless some weird haunty things are happening.
Oh, with like the cartels there.
No, just like
Oh.
baby hauntings.
All right, next one. All right, so then there's also one called Paveg. Now this is in Italy, Paveglia Island.
Okay.
Everyone avoided its shores, both sailors and fishermen. The thing is that it was intended to become a quarantine zone for plague patients, as well as cemetery for them. It was believed, and not without reason, that a random guest disturbing the peace of the dead could cause a new epidemic.
Oh.
So they basically just sent people here to like die.
So anyone
The
who is sick, they sent them to this island.
Yeah, so the island is just it's just like a small little area with the one building and like a cemetery. You know what? I'll just share this as I go through it, so then people who are listening, watching, can see it, but then also
So
people
did
who
you
are
say this? So what I'm reading on it says, so it's near Venice, and it's banned because it was the site of for the banished plague victims, but also it says that it was an asylum um, in the 1920s. And so there was a doctor who performed experimental and most of the time unsuccessful lobotomies
Ugh.
through himself to his death from the hospital tower after claiming he'd been driven mad by the ghosts on the island. Um, yeah. So that's a
Jeez.
part of it too, if that's true or not.
So the island basically, that's just like you just like ghost hunting island.
Yeah,
That,
Ghost
that would
Island.
be creepy. That would be creepy to visit. All right, here's an island in Japan. You can see it. It looks like it's literally just a volcano. Is there even anything else on that island? So it's just basically it looks like a volcano.
And there's
And
some
then
crater. It looks like an inactive one or something.
yeah, so I that's probably why it's scary. It's just it's a volcano island. The population was taken out and not allowed to return for almost 5 years. Then they still allowed, despite the fact that gas emissions did not stop. So yeah, it just keeps releasing gases, I guess.
So it's a gassy island.
Why would you want to live there? Like people wanted to return.
I mean, if it's your home, but like if there's
Their home
something
is literally a
dangerous.
volcano.
Well, I don't really know because there's not like a place that's like super special to me like that. Like
Yeah,
I would move back to Shanghai or like Louisville's nice, but there's not a place where I don't know. It's not like we never grew. I mean, we kind of grew up in one spot for a while, but even now, it's not like we've had family there for years and we have like deep
right.
roots. So
We don't have a home.
we don't have a home
We don't have a home.
neither.
And that's just what it is.
Yeah.
Sad.
Yeah.
But I mean, even if you did though, like Shanghai, for example, it's not like Shanghai is like an active gassy volcano that you're moving back to on an island that you can't escape.
Well, no, yeah. If I had the risk of dying if I returned, I don't think I would have any. Well, but that's what I
Yeah,
mean. I don't have anything to compare it to. Like,
it's
I don't know.
it's like
People like their
If
homes.
Cincinnati was on Spider Island, I probably would not care for Cincinnati.
I guess so.
So yeah. All right, next one. Oh, Snake Island.
I've heard of
What,
this.
what do you prefer, snakes or spiders?
Um,
Like if your house had to be infested with something, would you choose snakes or spiders?
are they poisonous?
Let's just say they're not poisonous.
I don't know. Maybe spiders. I mean, maybe snakes.
I
But
mean, this
snakes,
island
I
is
feel like you would notice more because if they're
maybe.
big, like if they're bigger than spiders.
So, well, this one, We'll have to share. So it's poisonous snakes whose bite causes a person progressive
So
paralyzation
all these
of the
islands you
respiratory organs.
die on.
Yeah, you die if you get bit. So yeah, Snake Island. There's just like a ton of snakes. I have heard of Snake Island before. But yeah, all right. Next one, North Sentinel Island. You heard about this?
Yeah, so there's a virtually like untouched civilization there, and
Yeah,
they reject outsiders. So that's the big thing is um, you kind of risk death by going there because they'll.
I did read a story though. There was a group that actually made contact with them. They brought like coconuts for them, and they met them on the beach, and they were actually really friendly apparently. But then there also you hear the stories where like the missionary tries to go there to like share Christ with them, and they ended
Right.
up dying right by
Well,
himself. He
maybe
was
they
trying to
did it
spread the news.
wrong.
Yeah, maybe they should
Like,
have brought coconuts. Maybe coconuts is the way of like
yeah,
um
maybe they didn't do their research before going. I'm sure they
I'm
did, but
yeah, I'm surprised. I mean, good for the government though, just kind of like
well,
letting these people live, you know?
yeah. So it is surprising because obviously, if somebody wanted to, like, they could take them out and take the
Oh,
island
easily.
if they
Yeah.
wanted to. It is interesting though. We
Yeah.
should have an episode just on them.
Just on North Sentinel. Yeah, man, we'll do like episode based. I mean, this one's mainly just about
All
these islands.
right.
So
Well, let's
which
go.
one would you want to live on?
Let's see. We have North Sentinel, where you really can't live there unless you take them coconuts and make some sort of deal.
Yeah, you gotta have something going on.
Snake Island. We've got Spider Islands. We got Creepy Babies. We've got Gas Island. Honestly, we got the radioactive
Crocodile.
Shark Island, Crocodile Island. I think I would do the Creepy Babies because you don't have a risk of dying there. It's just really
It's true.
creepy.
All right, so here's my thoughts. I would probably do.
Or, well, no, because there's the radiation. I was going to say Shark Island wouldn't be so bad
Yeah,
because you
there's
can
just
still go in the
radiation.
water,
You
but
die
the
probably within
radiation
like
wouldn't be good. So,
yeah. I would choose the Ghost Island. The one with that crazy doctor that was like doing
oh yeah,
lobotomies and stuff. Just mainly
I
because
forgot about that one.
if I get to the island, right, there's ghosts, like whatever, I get haunted, all that stuff, that's fine. Like, but I at least have a place to stay already because there's a
I
building
changed
built.
my mind. I'm going to join you there because I
Because
forgot
there's a
about
building built.
yeah.
You get housing. There's probably has to be some sort of like at least materials and like stuff. Like stuff has to be there already. So
Yeah. Well, and that would be less. I would rather be somewhere where people say it's haunted than have weird baby dolls all over the place. Because then at night, I'm going to be walking around thinking that there's like all these little things watching me because of all the babies hung up.
yeah, I'd rather hang out with like dead ghosts than like doll babies.
Yeah, me too.
So for sure, all the other ones are just terrifying. Like imagine Spider Island. You walking anywhere, they're like you got spider webs. You know how it is to walk through a spider web and you don't see the spider and it's just like the web.
Yeah.
That's terrifying. Like we do that all the time on Spider Island, but
And
there's
you're wondering
spiders
if
there.
there was a spider in it and you're trying to get it off you real quick.
Yeah, you're smacking yourself, hitting yourself.
I was laying outside one day last summer and I don't think it was my hair because like I saw it, but it was like scary. I'm laying there and I turn like this over my shoulder and I look at something because I had like an itch and I'm like, man,
Yeah,
something's
an
tickling me.
itch.
And I look, no lie, there was like a double quarter sized spider on my shoulder here. I got
Mm.
up so fast. I was like flailing my arms, wiping it. I ran inside. I got a shower and then I didn't go back outside.
Then you went to the hospital.
No, I don't think I got bit, but I was nervous. I was looking for bites and stuff. That thing was.
Speaking of, I don't know if I told this story before. I was at a men's camp. We had to stay at the camp, and I was sitting on the. They're like bunk beds in the room. I was up top because I was like smaller of one of all the guys. So I was on the top bunk,
So you
and I
wouldn't
was
crash the bunk.
yeah, because there's some guys that would probably crash the bunk. Some of the guys probably couldn't even climb up onto the top bunk, let alone even like sleep up there. But
So they're like,
that's
that's too
besides the
big.
point. Yeah, so I was up top, and then there was another officer underneath me. And I leaned over. I had long hair at the time. I used to have like longer hair, and my hair flapped down in front of my face, hit my face. I didn't know it was my hair. I thought it was a spider. So my first instinct was to punch. It was my first instinct. So I punched. I punched my face like square in the face, and I
Why
gave
was
myself
your instinct to punch?
because there's a spider was on my face. I gave myself a fat lip. I had a fat lip. Like literally, I gave myself a fat lip. It was like a little cut and then a fat lip because I
So
punched
your
myself
first
in the face.
instinct was to just like hit your face real quick.
Yeah, I'm gonna punch my
Kill the
face, get the
spider.
spider off.
That would just smush it on your face.
But then it'd be dead. Yeah, I gave myself a fat lip, so I could never be on Spider Island.
Yeah, you'd kill yourself.
Yeah, and then also the other islands like Crocodile Island, you wouldn't survive. Radiation, you can't survive.
No, you definitely. Well, at least radiation. If you, well, that would be that would stink though, because that would be like you'd be playing the long game, and then I guess depend on how strong the radiation was.
They dropped atomic bombs there like a ton of times. Like, it's probably just
Right, but I wonder how quickly you'd get sick. If I had to choose, I don't know. Would you choose to die by radiation poisoning or by like crocodiles eating you?
see. I feel like radiation poisoning will be like long. The pain
Suffering.
will be longer. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was
So I'd
thinking.
probably just like call it that day short. Well, because like Chernobyl, like they had like the Chernobyl where they had that explosion of radiation. That's still like closed off to people nowadays. So you can't even like. So I don't know.
Yeah.
You got to watch out for radiation, but maybe it'll clear out eventually. And then snakes will definitely die there too with the snakes and stuff. So
Yeah, and that might be really painful too, because then you get a poisonous snake bite.
then you're slowly in pain. Yeah, just let the crocodile munch me. Or if I was on Radiation Island, I'd probably just like if it got too bad, you just jump in the water and call it a day because the sharks are there.
That's true.
So I
That's
guess you can
true.
like the
So
sharks
then you
can.
have the option to just, yeah, so maybe that would be the best bet.
Yeah, so if radiation starts getting you and you start like growing a third or fourth limb and then it starts hurting.
How far into the island would the crocodiles go? Like, you definitely couldn't like go by the water, but do they just chill out like deep into the island? Wouldn't they
Deep?
stay more around
Well, they
the?
can't go deep
Or,
into the island. There's no ocean.
that's
It'd
what
be
I'm
on the
saying.
coast. Yeah, it'd be on the
That's what
coast. So you just got
I'm
to jump off the cliff on the side of the island and then get to water. Like
saying. You
if the
can't.
radiation's too much,
Yeah, like the crocodiles wouldn't be able to come get you, but then you wouldn't be able to go to the coast.
you could just live on the coast and then you're ready. So whenever the radiation does act
Well, I
out
know
too
about
much.
radiation. I'm talking about crocodiles.
Oh, you're talking about crocodiles? I was talking about the radiation sharks. I said if the radiation gets you, you can jump in the water and the sharks could eat you.
Yeah, that would be easy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The crocodiles? I don't know. I'm Yeah, I'm assuming they live by like the water too, like the
I'd
rivers and
assume they
stuff.
stay near that. Yeah.
All right, before we close, I think we got to figure it out. Let's figure it out. Let's see. Crocodile Island. Where are these crocodiles? It
Well,
looks like a. Oh yeah, you're not. It looks like a tiny island. Like there's no way.
like they're probably all infested on it.
Yeah, so there's a tiny island and they're like everywhere, but they're in the water. Yeah, but so I guess, but crocodiles, you see them walking around all over the place. Like
There is a movie called Crocodile Island.
there is, and I think it's a real. I think that's actually the size of the crocodiles. Let me share this real quick so you can see.
It looks like a Godzilla type of thing, is what it looks like.
Yeah,
I kind of want to watch this now, though.
so yeah, if you can see that, like right there, that's the. Well, not that. What's that ad? That ad's like a one-legged thing. Um, but yeah, the crocodile there. That's how big they are on Crocodile
Yeah,
Island.
it
So
looks like Godzilla.
yeah, so you don't want to go there. It's just basically Godzilla popping out of the water. So all right,
Well,
that's it. Let's wrap it up. You got things to do. I got things to do. So
places
all
to
right,
be. See you.
adios, everybody.